welcome to Ion Radio. I'm Ken.
I'm John.
And welcome to a special BattleTech episode today. So John, let's give you a little bit of preface to what we're doing here.
So after we finished our last campaign, Ken and I talked about it, and we've decided, one, because of the comments that we received, that people really wanted to see some hex-based BattleTech, that when we play classic BattleTech, we'll probably use a blown up printed, because Ken goes to Kinko's or wherever he goes, and he has printed maps, and then we 3D do it. We'll probably play in hexes for classic, because it's just a lot easier to do, a little bit more precise when you get into melee and stuff with classic rules. And then when we play Alpha Strike, we'll play with 3D terrain and measuring with rulers.
So hopefully you'll enjoy what we're doing here with classic BattleTech. So that is one of the biggest surprises we have. We're going to be doing classic BattleTech on the hex boards with some 3D terrain. But we're doing something even a little bit more special with this episode.
This episode, to kick off getting the clan Kickstarter, what better way to start the clan invasion than the propaganda film created by the Federated Commonwealth, known as the First Summer Strikers.
Yes. So, John, do you dare refuse my bachal?
Your what?
So, we are going to be bringing you today a recreation of that very first, 5 minutes of the 1994 BattleTech cartoon, and we will have Nikolai Malthus in his summoner against Andrew Steiner, 2 cadets, and we've even painted them up. So let's go take a look at the board.
Attention, Somerset. I am Star Colonel Nikolai Malthus of the Jade Falcon Clan. A full trinery stands ready to conquer your planet. What forces dare oppose us?
Is this some kind of joke?
You dare to refuse my bajal?
Refuse your what?
Prepare to feel the wrath of the Falcon's claws.
This is Commander Steiner. Enemy dropship are approaching. All staff and cadets execute Defense Plan Alpha. This is not a drill. They're not like any BattleMechs I've ever seen.
Your insolence has provoked the fury of the clans. Prepare to be destroyed.
Prepare yourself, pal.
Ah, Star Colonel Kristen Redmond.
5 against 3, Nikolai. Hardly an honorable conquest.
Very well, Kristen. I shall dispense with these inner sphere serats alone.
Okay, here we have Nikolai Malthus in his Thor M, also known as a summoner. It's equipped with a ER small laser, an ER PPC. We've got the Streak SRM 6s and an LB-10X autocannon. Of particular note, we are going to use enhanced imaging, so that will get turned on and off during the course of the game. We'll get into the rules as that happens. Nikolai Malthus, who's the clan mech warrior here, has a piloting skill of 2 and a gunnery skill of 1.
Here is the Somerset Defenders. In the Wolfhound, we have Andrew Steiner. He is a gunnery 3, pilot skill 4. He has 3 medium lasers pointing forward with a rear-mounted laser, which I don't think I'll be using, and then also a large laser. The other 2 mechs are both Centurion 9D. They are both terrible pilots. They are gunnery 4, piloting 4, and they're mounted with a medium laser facing forward, a medium laser facing backwards, which I also don't think I'll use, an LRM-20 with Artemis 4, so that will be fun, and an LBX-10 autocannon. I do have some cluster ammo, so if I do somehow damage Ken's summoner, we'll probably switch over to that. Of interesting note, just like in the show, Star Colonel Kristen Redmond came down and said that this was not a fair fight. And it really isn't. I'm coming in with only 3,700 points of battle value to Ken almost having 1,000 points over me. So we'll have to see how this goes. Welcome to the Somerset Academy. So my mechs are over here. I got Andrew in his Wolfhound, and then my 2 Centurions, coming out, ready to see what is going on.
Now, hiding back over here, just coming out of the forest, is Nikolai Malthus, because clearly it's just not honorable to have multiple clan mechs take on a small force. He's going to do it by himself.
Okay, so let's roll up for initiative for round 1.
7.
That's how it's gonna go. Here we go after movement. So I had to move all 3 of mine first due to the fact of the way initiative works. So Wolfhound ran out to here, this guy here ran out to here, and this guy had to do some maneuvering to walk over here and landed here. They all got a +3.
So as you can see over here, Nikolai Malthus decided to jump. He's now hiding behind this cluster of trees. And, well...
Did you hear that? The clan's hiding.
Well, he's not hiding.
He's intimidated by my strength of terrible pilots.
He's repositioning to get a better shot.
Tactical retreat.
No, it's a tactical movement.
Okay.
Thor's slow.
Okay, first round attacking. My guys, I thought I was in a good position, and then I realized how terrible my weapons and targeting actually are. So these 2 guys are going to be firing through this heavy forest. This guy is firing through this light forest at you, and I need some insane numbers. I'm going to be using cluster rounds, so I get the -1 to my hit. So we're going to start off with my large laser.
Let's show these creeps what kind of mech warriors we turned out at the academy.
On my Wolfhound, needing a 10 to hit you. So that's a 10. So let's roll up a location. So that is going to be 8 points of damage to your filthy clan center torso.
Pathetic.
So my next attack, I'm just going to go with my next good number, is going to be the Green Centurion attacking you. His AC 10 is going to use cluster round, so I need a 9, and my LRM 10 with Artemis is going to need an evil 10. So 9 and 10. Well, it looks like the AC is going to hit, and that's going to be fun because that's going to be a cluster roll. So we're going to roll to confirm. We're going to use the DFA, and we're going to be rolling in 10 little tiny dice. And for each 3+,
3+.
it's a hit, and then we get to roll them for location as I scatter it all across you. So those all go away, so it's going to be a total of 7 damage. Let's roll for location. So there are my locations. We'll be back in a second with a summary. Okay, so I kind of just sprayed your entire right side with pellets.
You're liking that center torso, John.
Yes, I am. Okay, so my last shot from the tan Centurion through the heavy into you, also using cluster shots. So on the AC 10, I need a 10, ironic. And then my LRM needs an 11, so let's see how this goes. I don't think you're gonna have plot armor like they do in the show though, Ken.
Probably not, but...
Well, there it is.
Maybe I've got my plot armor.
So that's my shooting phase.
All right, let's get on to Nikolai Malthus. So here's what we're going to do with Nikolai. We're firing through one light wood. We're going to go for the side of the green Centurion, we'll call it. I have an SRM-6, the PPC, and the 10X AC. And I should note, again, the SRM is a streak, so if I hit one, they all hit.
Great.
And I need 9s, which I missed on everything except the, the AC-10.
Cool. So your mech does not have cluster rounds in it.
It does not.
So yay me. I just take 10 damage to one location.
That you will. So let's see, now I am hitting, I believe you're, no, I'm hitting the front. So we have 10 to the left torso.
That's almost going to punch all the way through it. That's kind of scary.
Too bad I missed with everything else. During the end phase.
Now switching to enhanced imaging.
Welcome to turn 2. Got enhanced imaging nonsense over here. And I just realized that the reason why the Centurions look good with weaponry is they have XL engines. So now I only have 3 points of armor on my one side. It's going to be kind of rough if he hits that area again. So, great. Let's roll for initiative. Maybe I can roll more than the Snake Eyes. I mean, I do have pretty green pilots, though.
That's true, John.
But you're supposed to be the green guy. Oh, Jade Falcon joke.
7.
That's a 10.
Ooh, I have to go
Now
first.
you have to go first, and we'll ambush you.
So because I lost initiative, which is rare, usually I'm rolling 12s, I just decided to back up. I'm walking, got my 1 just to see where you're going to position. My enhanced imaging will allow me to just shoot your easy go.
True. So what I did is this guy kind of did a bunch of turning and ended up here. This guy ran to take cover in this little forest cluster, and Andrew Steiner took cover in here. I was 1 point off to get into this heavy forest, which is what it is, but now I still have it between me. So let's get to shooting.
So let's begin the firing with Nikolai Malthus. I'm targeting again the same Centurion, but with enhanced imaging turned on and everything else. I need a 4 to hit on the SRM and the PPC and a 3 on the 10X.
Yikes.
So let's see how I miss. I don't. Everything hits.
You tried really hard, though.
I did, John. I really tried.
Okay, so all those 6 SRMs automatically hit.
Yes. This will be interesting.
So here's the damage. That's a lot of damage. So Ken's going to have to roll up some crits. He's going to have to roll 2 crits into both of my torsos and try to hit my engine and kill me.
I think that might happen, John.
Here we go for critical confirmations. First, we're going to do the PPC into the right torso.
All right, here we go. It's an 8, I believe.
That is 1.
That is 1.
I have a top and a bottom.
So we'll make the green one the top, or the decider. So it'll be top 6.
Top 6. That's an ammo. I have case. Destroying that torso, destroying that mech.
Yes.
Pathetic.
Boom.
So not even worth doing the
I don't know why it has case if it's just auto explode. I guess my pilot's not technically dead.
I'm caged, but my mech's finished.
That actually went down faster than I thought. You can leave them up while I shoot it too.
Yeah,
and then you can...
I'll leave them up for you, John.
Okay, well, we're gonna shoot with the Centurion that exploded from an engine and ammo in case before, taking it off. So he needs to get 7s on his AC-10 in firing slugs, and then 8s on his medium laser. Hey, I missed. Yeah, so then we're gonna fire with the other guy and it's exactly the same thing, and hopefully we get a little bit higher. Bam!
Okay.
Both hit. Rolling up some locations. Okay, so I do 5 to your center, 10 to your arm. Your armor's holding strong. So we're gonna go now with the large laser from my Wolfhound.
From the Wolfhound.
Okay, Wolfhound shooting a large laser through this heavy forest at your dude. I need 10s. I doubt I'm gonna hit, but he is a Steiner. And he got that rank because he's a Steiner. So let's go to turn wrap up.
Here we are at the end of the round. We're going to keep enhanced imaging on because I'm enjoying this -1. And John, your Centurion's dead.
Yeah, well, we've all seen the documentary. And then we're following it pretty close right now. Let's get to, what is this, round 3 already down a mech?
Yes.
Great. Start of turn 3. The Commonwealth is on its heels, not understanding what these alien creature-like things are that are attacking us. Let's roll for another round of initiative.
5. Ugh. 7.
7. That means your hideous clan mech has to go first.
Alright, so Nikolai Malthus, again, not knowing what's going on, decided to jump. I'm hiding right behind. I don't know if we can see it from this view, so we'll give you another camera view here in a second. But we've got him hiding in the corner here. John, what about your 2 mechs that are remaining?
I mean, I'd like to point out, Ken keeps using running away, hiding, and tactical retreating a lot for being a clanner. Just to point that out. The brave and bold FedCom are charging forward. The Wolfhound is closing into short range for my medium lasers, and we're just going to be blasting. And then the Centurion is right at 6, which is right where he wants to be for medium range with most of his weapons, and not minimum range. Well, it's technically 1 minimum range. But we're going to basically be alpha striking with everything.
So here we are again at the firing phase. Nikolai Malthus is going to choose this Centurion hiding in the trees and call him out to destroy him. So we're going to make our first shots here. We have a small laser that hits at a 6. We have a PPC and the Streak SRM6 that hit at a 5, and the 10X autocannon that hits at a 4. So let's roll up and see what we got. Again, pilot die is the green one.
So let's roll up some hit locations.
All right, here we go for the hit locations. All right, so here's what we've got. We have a right arm hit at 5 damage. Right leg is going to take 15, and the right torso takes 10.
No criticals.
Wow.
Okay, let's go to my shooting and see if I can retaliate. So we're going to start with the Wolfhound, just opening up, full alpha strike, building up some heat. He needs 6s for everything. He needs 6s for his large laser and 6s for his 3 medium lasers. The idea is, if I can open you up, then I can theoretically hit you with the LBX cluster round and do a ton of crits. If I hit. So here we go. Needs 6s.
That one would have been a 6. Hey, everything hits.
Everything hits.
All right, John. Let's see what we do.
And there's my location roll. So, unlike the cartoon, we actually were able to do some damage here. I did 5 points of damage to your left leg, and then 18 points of damage to your left arm, which blows it off.
That is correct.
The limb has case on it, so theoretically I had 3 criticals I could roll in, but whatever, even if I hit the ammo that's stored in it, it's just going to blow off the limb, so that's it. So now we're on to the Centurion. The Centurion's looking to get 7s for his medium laser, 7 for the LRM, and I'm shooting cluster rounds, and I need a 5. Here we go. So the medium laser misses. The LRM misses, and your lucky day, the AC-10 misses as well.
Well, this is your cadet pilot, John.
So let's go to the end round.
So at the end of turn, we have a few pilot skill rolls to make. So we're going to start out with Nikolai Malthus. He has to make a piloting skill roll of 3 minus 1 because of the enhanced imaging, so he passes because he only needs a 2.
Yikes. But
so one of the things with enhanced imaging is anytime an internal weapon hits internal structure, I'm going to take a damage unless I roll a 7 on 2d6. So we have 3 weapons that hit. Let's see what happens. So here's the first one. I'm looking for 7s.
Ooh.
All right, that is 1 damage or 1 hit to Nikolai Malthus. I have to make a consciousness roll.
Yes.
And this needs to be a 3 or greater.
So that's good.
All right, so that's good.
So that's 1 of your hits. Now let's do the next damage.
So second one, again, 7 or better. Okay.
You're good.
No damage.
3rd damage. This is your neuro shock for that strange tattoo on your face.
I'm glowing right now, green.
That surge.
But I'm
You're
okay.
good. So 1 point of damage and still conscious. So now my mech warrior, the tannish centurion, needs to make a piloting skill check of 5. Oh man, right on the dot, 5. So let's head into the next turn.
Before we do that, I am turning enhanced imaging off.
Well, are you sure? Because technically right now, I blew off the one place that I was gonna punch through. Would I count this as a retreat? I think so.
Oh, see, now just because you're saying that, I'm clearly leaving enhanced imaging on. Turn 4. I've only killed one Centurion, so we're gonna kill the second one in a minute here.
Okay. My mech has 8 heat and is cooking, so I get -1 to hit and -1 to move. So we'll see how well that goes. Let's roll for initiative, though. 11. 10.
Oh, close, John, so
This
close.
is not going to go well.
Yeah, probably not.
So I lost initiative, and I have to go first. So the Wolfhound moved right next to you to kind of... I felt like I was trying to force you out of there, but you kind of do whatever you want. And then I feel like my Centurion's in a pretty good space to lay down fire, so I'm leaving him where he is stationary again.
So I've decided to move the Summoner back around and over. So I'm going to continue my assault on the Centurion over here, and we're going to take it out and do the Wolfhound next turn.
Okay, so heat and movement and terrain are all getting in my way. So the Wolfhound's going to start off firing 3 medium lasers, needing 9s, and I'm going to maintain the same heat. I basically have to stop shooting to cool down, and that's not going to happen. So here we go. 9s. Jump. Oh, it really wanted to hit, so 1 medium laser hits. Hit location. So that's going to be 5 points of damage to your left leg.
Yeah, minor damage.
Now we're going to shoot this Centurion. I clipped this, which is sad, to hit your Thor way over there. The medium laser needs an 8. Firing cluster ammo with the AC-10 needs a 6. And the LRM is technically within minimum range, so it needs a 9. So I need actually a decent roll on this. I think I'm going to roll each one individually just to try to maximize it. So we're going to start with the medium laser needing 8s. Hits.
Got a hit.
And then we're going to fire the LRM needing 9s. Oh, close. I don't think the LRM has hit once.
I don't think so.
And then the last one, cluster ammo for the AC-10 needing 6s. Barely,
Got it.
but I got it. Start by rolling for confirmation of clusters. 10 little small dice, 3s or better. Missing out 2, so that's going to be 8 damage.
Wow.
We're going to start with hit location for my medium laser. Now we're going to roll in cluster damage for my LBX. And then we'll sort all of this out. So here's my damage. We do 7 points to the right torso, 2 points plus then 2 more points because this transfers to, so 4 points to the left torso and then 2 points to the left leg. And that's my shooting phase.
It's all armor. So since I'm taking a little bit of damage on my armor, I'm getting really irritated. So I'm going to take out that Centurion this turn. At least that's the plan. So I am once again firing my Streak SRM-6, requiring a 4, my PPC requiring a 3, and a small laser requiring a 5. Let's see what I get. Ooh, the PPC misses.
And I think some other stuff's gonna miss too.
No, the SRM just hits, and the small laser hits, so just the SRM.
Ooh,
Wow.
man. I think your brain got jostled.
It might have. It was the enhanced imaging.
So let's roll the SRMs.
6 SRMs. And there's our cluster. Let's get this together. So here's what we've got. We've got 4 to the right torso, 2 to the center torso, 4 to the left leg, and 2 to the left arm. And I do have a crit now on the right torso. So let's roll that up. Right, crit chance. 10. So that's 2 crits.
This could do it.
So on the, do we have an upper and a lower?
Up and low.
All right, so let's do up first. It's the lower, and 2.
You destroy my case.
Second critical goes to the upper, and 1.
That is an engine crit.
Build extra heat now, Jen.
So with an engine hit, I generated more heat, but I'm at 4, so I'm doing fine. My Wolfhound's doing Wolfhound things cooking. We're going to a barbecue. Your mech seems to be doing just fine.
Just hanging on.
And let's roll for initiative.
All right. I have 5. You win initiative again, John.
Yes, I do. Movement phase. What did you do, Ken?
So because I lost initiative, I wound up just moving right along the forest here. Your Centurion was standing there, and I figured I'm going to eliminate your range, or close the range so you can't use your LRMs. And I'm standing here, and John, you decide you're going to come out at me, huh?
Yes. So I have just as good of a chance to hit with my weapons as I do with my fists. So if I survive, I'm going to try to punch you in the face. And then the Wolfhound is kind of overheating, and I need to spend a turn to cool anyway. So I'm just running to you to try to punch you twice.
So here we are in the attack phase. Now, because of enhanced imaging, which is really cool because I'm glowing, I can decide to choose a specific location. So I have basically called aim shots. I am going to go for the right torso on the Centurion. So here's what winds up happening. I lose my -1 to hit with the enhanced imaging, and I have to add 6 to my roll. So right now, my small laser and my PPC will hit on an 8. My streak SRMs, though, are auto hits because I needed to roll a 1.
And you also can't use aim shots with it because it is not a precision weapon.
Equally true.
Or whatever the phrase term is.
I forget the specifics. I think it's a direct fire weapon or something.
Do you know what's really sad? Your hit roll is like less than mine, and you're doing an aim shot.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great.
I'm loving this.
Okay.
Nikolai Malthus is a very happy person right now. Although this battle's going to seem real one-sided, I think, in a minute. So here we go with our individual shots. The small laser first, looking for 8s. That's a miss. Let's see if I can hit with the PPC. Again, an 8. That is hit to your right torso.
Yes, it is. So let's roll for confirmation. So for confirmation, you need to roll a 6, 7, 8.
or 8.
If not, then it just rolls normal for location.
There's a 7.
So 15 points of damage. So that's going to blow through my torso.
Sorry, Commander.
Destroy my engine.
You're on your own.
Destroying that mech. So you don't have to
I
roll
don't
your
have to roll
SRM.
anything else.
So that's cool. So he gets to do his retaliating fire and apparently no punching.
No
That's kind of sad.
Bah, this is pointless. Not even a challenge.
So Wolfhound is not shooting. It has so much heat. We're punching though. Double punching should be fun. But the dying shot of this Centurion into you, he's firing a medium laser and a cluster AC-10. He needs a 5 for the AC-10 and a 6 for the medium laser. We're gonna fire them both in together. Bam! That is an AC-10 cluster round hit, and that laser missed.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably because you're destroying half my mech
Yeah, I
at
was
the
just
same
going
time.
to say, it's blowing up. Hard to shoot at me, John.
So now we're gonna roll in the cluster. And that's a really bad cluster.
This is like half of them gone.
That's 50% of the shots. So now we're going to roll for location. So I have a floating crit, so we're going to roll again to see what location that actually is going to hit. And that's going to be
right torso.
a right torso. So now we have to roll for confirmation for this crit. Let's see if we can punch a hole through your clan pompous armor. And we do not. Okay, so now we're down into some dirty inner sphere punching physical attacks. So we're gonna give them the left, and then we're gonna give them the right. And I need 8s. So we'll see if this actually hits. Looking for 8s, let's do the left, because that's what I said we're gonna hit you with first. And there's a 7.
You missed.
And then it's the heat. The overheat is hurting me. And then we're gonna go with the right. And that's a hit.
So you actually hit, John.
So for punches, it's all in one location. I do 4 damage per punch, and I roll 1/6 into your right. 1.
So that is a right torso hit.
Okay. And then we're gonna go into wrap up and the next turn.
How much heat do you have, John?
I'm back down to 1 heat.
I'm staying at 0.
Yeah, isn't that nice? What turn are we on?
We are now into turn 6, and it's mono-e-mono.
Yes, it is. So as you can see, I have 2 dead Centurions right next to each other, and rattled your cage with my right hook. We're gonna get ready to try to box you again. So let's see if I can win initiative and do that, though.
Filthy physical attacks. 4.
7.
All right, you win initiative again.
Okay, that means you've got to move.
So here's what we wound up doing. Because I'm a clanner, I backed up so I could shoot at that wolfhound.
Which is
with
the
my
honorable
guns.
thing to do.
It's the honorable thing to do. What did you do as a completely despicable, filthy inner sphere pilot?
So I did what they do best, which is I decided to run around you, and then I'm planning on torso twisting you and light you up with the 3 medium lasers in my chest. And then remember that left that missed?
Yeah.
It's coming for you again. So let's get to shooting. So you shoot first.
I do get to shoot first. So I'm torso twisting to the right,
And swinging that arm.
swinging that right arm PPC. I need a 3 to hit. So
You don't want to aim shot this?
Nah.
Well, you have nowhere to really aim because I'm not damaged
yeah,
yet.
I haven't hit you yet. So I've decided to shoot at you now. I hit you, John.
Okay, find out where it lands.
Let's see, I'm hitting your left side. So that would be the left leg.
So that's going to leave me with 1 point of armor on that left leg.
All right, well, let's get to your shots, John.
So here's our 3 medium lasers from our center torso in right and left torso. Because I torso twisted for you and shooting you in the back, and I need 6s. Thank goodness they hit.
Everything hit.
I, for a second there, got really, really worried. Rolling for location. So now we have a floating crit, and I have to see what location that floating crit could theoretically go. I don't roll crits, so it doesn't really matter, but it's going to be a 10. Here is the roll for critical chance. 10.
Ooh, 2 crits. So left torso, this could be a problem, John. So
Okay.
There is an upper and lower, but the lower is the ferrofibrous armor. So just roll a d6.
Okay, I'm gonna roll in both at the same time for 1 and 3.
All right, so that's a fusion engine, and the SRM has been hit.
Beautiful. Okay, so even with that engine hit, Ken's heat sinks are ungodly powerful because he's clan, and he'll be fine. But we're giving him the left hook again. I need a 7 to do 4 points of damage to your rear. There's an 8.
There's an 8, so you did hit.
Now we find out the location into your rear. 4. So that's going to be 4 points of damage into your right torso. So your back armor's pretty thin right now.
Yeah, I only have like 2 and 3 on the rear armor there, but it's holding up, and let's see how initiative goes next turn.
I am now at 2 heat. You're still cooling just fine. I honestly think this comes down to the most important initiative roll. Because if I can hit you in your back again, I got a good chance of trying to do some good damage to you.
That's true, but I can also aim shot some PPC action and knock you over.
That is very true. So we'll see what happens. Ready? Let's roll some initiative.
6. Jeez.
9.
I don't like these green dice.
So here's what we wound up doing. Nikolai Malthus uses jump jets, redeploying so that I can shoot at you as opposed to punching you, because I'm just not going to punch you. I'm a clanman. But here I am behind the forest. What'd you do, John?
So at first I was like, can I run around you? And I couldn't. I was like 1 movement away, which is super frustrating. So then I'm like, maybe I'll run over here and shoot you at your side because, you know, your right side is pretty weak. And then I'm like, no, we'll keep being inner sphere back. I can keep punching you. So I'm going to run into this forest and try to catch you with a left and a right. We're like boxing you right as you come down, like right in the chin, right as you land. I'm going to try to hit you if I don't die before that.
So here we go. As I'm coming down, I see your little wolfhound running up and trying to punch me. So I've got to blow you out of the, I would say out of the stars, but in this case, just blow you into the dirt. So I still have my PPC and my small laser. I'm looking for 6s, just because I jumped. And I hit on both.
Great. Okay, let's roll for some locations. It's going to be bad wherever it lands, so.
Yeah, you're hurting here, John. Let's see what we got. Because I've got Clan Tech weapons, that's 5 to the right leg, 15 to the right torso, and we have a crit chance on the right torso. All right, here we go, looking for 8 or better. And as it jumps out, I'm not going to get it. It's 7 at best, so.
Okay.
No crit.
Whew, my medium laser thanks you. So here we go. We're shooting those lasers in the chest at you as you fall. We need 8s, because you jump jetted. So 3 medium lasers needing 8s. And that's 1 hit.
Ooh, ow.
That's rough. Where do we hit, though?
A couple more armor hits.
Okay, so I did take 20 points of damage, but we'll get to roll that at the end of this. You didn't knock me down by blowing off my leg, almost did. And we're going to punch you twice. So I need, because of the jump jetting again, 9s. So punching you twice. We're gonna throw the left because it already connected last time, and then we're gonna connect you with a right jab again. Here we go, needing 9s. That's a hit.
That's 10 hit.
So we're gonna roll in the other one with the right arm, and that's a miss. So here we go, 4 damage with my left to 2. 4 points of damage to the left torso. Okay. So now I have to make a piloting skill check. That's what we use the yellow cubes to show. And I need a 5 to stay standing. If I fall down, I'm pretty much dead. Whew.
I saw the 1 come up.
That is pretty close. So my heat now is at 4. What's your heat at?
0.
Well, that's no fun. Let's get to the next round. Okay, we're skirmishing over here. Again, this, if I could get into your back, I have a good chance of taking you out.
Yeah.
Until I overheat after the next round.
Overheat and then I just stomp on you.
Yeah, so here we go.
9.
9. Reroll.
Here's where I need the 12s.
That's kind of crazy.
Your dice, dude, John. Your dice.
So my options were really, really limited. So I just walked backwards to here.
And I decided that the best thing to do is move through into the forest. And I got a clean shot at you. Range 5. This will be fun.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't have much options. We're shooting my large laser at you. I'll end with 3 heat instead of 4 this time. So I need a 4 for this large laser. Huh.
You just got it.
Just got it. So that's going to be 8 points of damage somewhere. Here we go for location. Okay, so I do 8 points of damage to Ken's left arm, which isn't there, which then goes into the torso, which is just armor. Not what I needed. So now it's Ken shooting.
So I'm staring down my gun barrel because I only have 1, but I do have the small laser left also. So small laser, PPC, looking for 5 on the small laser, 3 on the PPC. And we got to roll this in, although it hits anyway. So that's everything hits.
Let's roll up some locations. This is going to be bad. Okay, so Ken's PPC connects to the right arm, which blows through pretty much all the armor and into the internal, so he'll get a crit chance. And then he peppers that right leg with 5 more points of damage.
Now we can check on the crit. 7. Oh, so close, so close.
No crit there. Okay, so into phase. I have to make another piloting skill check because you keep hitting me for 20 points of damage. Yeah. And I need 5s. Bam, I'm still standing. And I have 3 heat and your heat's fine, and then we get to the next turn. What turn are we on now?
We are on turn 9.
Jeez, I'm actually surprised that my wolf is still here. I mean, I have practically no armor anywhere, but I am still here kicking it.
It's because I don't have an autocannon. That's what it is.
That first, was it the first Centurion, I think?
That was the second one, right? Or, yeah, the first one right before I killed him.
Yeah.
Got the crit.
Revenge, man.
Yeah.
Revenge. Okay, so let's roll for some initiative.
All right, here we go. Turn 9.
That's going to be hard to beat. Yep. Cool. So not much that I can really do, so I just ran myself over here to try to get a better position. I don't think it's actually going to help, but that's what I did.
And here's why John doesn't think it's going to help. I'm just sitting here, standing still, and my torso's just twisting, following that wolfhound.
Large laser time again. I'm shooting my large laser from here into you. I need a 6. Into the tray.
You got it.
That is a hit. Now we got to roll for location. I'm actually peppering you down for a lot of damage.
You know what? I'm going to be honest. You're doing better than the cartoon.
I mean, that's saying something because they died in like 3 seconds. So we have 8 points of damage going into Ken's center torso.
Still have some armor left.
How much armor do you have left?
3.
Oh, man. I'm going to die this turn probably, but I feel pretty good about that.
So I'm going to fire again the PPC and the small laser. The PPC requires a 2 because of enhanced imaging, so that's an auto hit. Here is the small laser requiring a 4, which is also a hit.
Okay, roll for some location.
There we go for location. So here's what we have for damage. 15 into the left leg and 5 into the left arm. John, what did that do to your mech?
So not only did you blow off my left leg, you also then started doing damage into my left torso.
Cool.
So I auto fall down. Kaboom. So now I have to roll for damage. So here's for facing. 1 hex to the right, onto my right side. So 4 points of damage into my... So 4 points of damage into my center torso.
I don't think I've hit that yet, have I?
You have not. So now I have to do a piloting check to see if I stay, if I take a hit. So I need a 10 to keep from taking the damage. Oh!
11.
11.
No injuries to your mech warrior.
And that is going to end this horrible round.
On to turn 10.
My poor mech here is now on the ground, so even if I stand up and win initiative, it's not going to matter. This should be the end of the game. If you don't kill me, that's a disgrace on you, your house, and your cow.
I lose a counter point. My cow.
Gotta throw a Mulan joke in and make fun of the Dracus when you can. Here we go.
8 tier 5.
Cool. Let's stand up. Okay, so I got a leg blow off, and that's like really impossible to stand up. I used all my luck on not taking damage, so there's no way I'm gonna roll it again. So I just kind of rolled around in the hex. I'm gonna hold myself up to shoot with my large laser and all my medium lasers is what my plan is.
So last turn I had already torso twisted, and I haven't decided to move back. I'm just still looking at you, just laughing at the fact you're trying to crawl around. Like a little Sarai.
Great. Here we go. Shooting phase. So here we go. Like I said, we're holding ourselves up with one hand. We're shooting with the other arm. It's still there, barely.
For now.
For barely. It's holding on with 3 structure. Maybe just shooting the large laser is going to throw it off. And then I'm going to shoot out of my chest with all of my medium lasers. We're going to be well over heat limit, but I don't think it'll matter to next turn, so maybe we'll do a mutual destruction. How cool would that be? I need 6s for my large laser and 7s for my mediums. And here we go. Ugh. So that's going to be a hit.
Yeah.
And 1 medium.
Yep.
So let's roll for some location. Large and a medium. So it just so happened I hit like the one spot I haven't hit before, which does 13 points of damage to your leg.
Yeah, I might still have armor on that leg now. So here's what we're doing. Again, small laser, PPC. PPC's an auto hit. Small laser might as well be, but I do need a 3. So if I roll snake eyes, I miss. Which I didn't. So that's another hit.
So let's roll in for location. There's really no bad place for you to hit.
So we're just gonna see what happens. So we've got 15 into the right leg, which I believe completely tears your other leg out now.
Yeah, so I have no legs and I am destroyed.
So we go through, hit the right torso with that, more on the center torso with small laser, but as John said, that is a destroyed mech. So I believe that ends this particular round.
Easy prey.
John, there we go. We've now completed our first classic BattleTech game on the channel using clans.
And hexes. And a great scenario from a terribly great, terrible show.
And I got to be Nikolai Malthus. What more could one possibly want, especially if you're a Jade Falcon fan?
Yeah. No, that was a ton of fun. The fact that you like just wrecked the Centurion so fast. Like, it was turn 2 and I'm like, I probably got like 3-4 turns. That's how it normally goes. So then you're like, wham, 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 and it just blows up. I'm like, oh, okay.
And we wound up going to turn 10.
Yeah.
And honestly, the one crit where I lost my autocannon,
So I destroyed your arm. When I destroyed your
Right, destroyed
SRM,
the arm.
that
The
really
SRM
saved
hurt
me.
more. Yeah, because I could have been peppering your Wolfhound.
So I halved your damage output, or over halved your damage output, and still ended up dying.
Yeah.
I needed a few more of those shots into your back to connect, or connect into the same location, or the punch. I don't know. I was punching clan mechs. I was pretty happy the entire thing.
The punching was really kind of cool. I enjoyed watching you do that. And actually, that was one of kind of the cool things. I was totally outnumbered, and I actually thought I would be taking a lot more damage at the get-go. And throughout all of it, even though there was a rather huge difference in battle value, you made it real interesting up into the end. And I think the initiative may have changed a little bit.
I only needed to get behind you one more time.
One more
to
time.
punch.
Because I had virtually no armor there. And then you didn't get lucky with those final shots because you were just hitting parts that I still had armor.
I know. If with your enhanced imaging, I could have killed you.
Enhanced imaging.
If I was able to get those internal hits. Don't even need to land the crit. Just get damage into your internal structure with you having it on. You would have to roll. And you already failed one. So let's just say if I got like 2 more, you may have fallen unconscious. Then I would have
That was a
kicked you in the face.
That was a scary moment for me. I really thought I was going to go unconscious, and you know, that would have been bad.
Yes.
Because then you would have just been stomping on the mech. I'd be dead. So this really could have gone either way. This is not an official scenario. We just kind of made it up ourselves. I had a lot of fun. What did you think about playing on the hexes, John?
So for us personally, this has nothing to do with you probably watching. It's much faster for us to do than measuring, at least Classic. Because Classic, you actually still have to be pretty precise in how you're measuring and turning compared to Alpha Strike, which Alpha Strike, you're like, I can move in this entire circle. Turning doesn't matter.
Right.
Terrain matters a little bit, but it's a lot easier for us to calculate all of the things playing on Hex. And with it blown up, it's kind of cool because it's like still the entire table.
Right.
So I liked it. So tell us what you think in the comments. Also, tell us if you would like to see the continued story of the first Somerset Strikers, because we may be able to do that if you want.
That's true. So we've already got a couple minis painted up. We might have some more mechs that continue the story, but we want to see what you guys think. Do you want to see more of it? What do you think of the 3D hex terrain that we've built up? And yeah, let us know in the comments below.
We would also like to give a big shout out to Death From Above Wargaming. The modified rules that we did for hitting and dice and clusters and things all come from them. So there's a link to their channel down below, and from there you can get to their website, and they have a ton of different aids and rule sets and things like that. And if you like BattleTech, you should totally check them out.
The reference guides are great. We were using them earlier today as well. So definitely check out Death From Above Wargame, and thanks a lot again to those guys for allowing us to use their stuff on our channel.
So like and subscribe, add us a comment. Down below also you can find all of our links to all of our social media. You can come chat, hang out with us.
On the Discord, Facebook, etc. Check us out. Let us know what you'd like to see next.
Thank you for watching. I'm John.
And I'm Ken.
You've been watching Ion Radio.